How's everybody doing today? I'm your host, Sean Joyce, and this is Dropping Nickels and Dimes, our show about the Buffalo Bills. And we've enjoyed a very luxurious, non-stressful bye week going into the next week of stress. My co-hosts.
Your favorite Objective Steelers fan, John Trevigno, and...
This is your favorite co-host, Josh, the man, the one and only, one of the Bills fans in the room.
That's true. It's a divided crowd in here. But this week we are looking forward to facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which had some troubles yesterday when Jameis Winston took a pretty hard hit on his shoulder, spraining one of the ligaments in his shoulder. That's the good news. Bad news is Ryan Fitzpatrick, our good old buddy, came in and threw for 3 touchdowns and 290 yards yesterday, but a very Fitz-like 2 interceptions. So I guess the biggest thing we're weighing in right now is who's going to start quarterback against the Bills on Sunday coming here for the Bucs.
There's 3 options. You got Jameis, you got Fitzmagic, or you got Fitztragic.
I hope for the last one. Pray to God. Because, as my buddy said earlier, that is the scary thing about Fitz.
He's either going to show up and ball out, or he's going to show up and he's going to do you guys some favors.
It's going to be Fitz. That chip is still on his shoulder.
Oh, absolutely.
That chip's been on his shoulder forever and it'll never leave. And that chip's would be double for Sunday, regardless if he goes in or not. Because he's mad. He'll always be mad.
He'll always be mad.
He was
supposed to get paid.
He was supposed to be our quarterback for a decade. That's how he thought. That's what he worked towards. And we love him here. Fitz is a very favorable opinion here. But sometimes you don't know what Fitz you're getting. And
that's why he didn't get his big deal.
Mm-hmm. Are you, Josh?
No, man.
What you got on
bring
Fitz?
up Ryan Fitzpatrick with me, dude.
Yeah, we got him.
I'm nothing but more than happy that he's been out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, I think that if we're gonna have to choose between who's gonna be playing against the Bills on Sunday, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be Ryan Fitzpatrick. And not only because that's one of the most obvious, because due to Jameis going down, but he's gonna he'll tell them, you know, I know how Buffalo is. I know how their fans can be. He might not necessarily know how the coaching can be because there's been quite a few coaches in and out of the door since he's been. You guys know that, but I think
good Lord,
Orchard Park.
I think he'll end up with that starting job on Sunday. But I think we'll go to Pound Town on him and kick his ass back out of Buffalo again.
We'll be monitoring that all week, as all fans and everybody knows.
Now with Jameis, was it his non-throwing shoulder or
throwing shoulder?
Throwing shoulder. You guys might be in some luck.
I forgot what ligament. I'm not a doctor.
There's too many of them.
But it's a ligament in the shoulder, and when he got hit and sacked, it was the same with Aaron Rodgers. Basically, he fell right down on that arm.
Right.
He didn't break his collarbone.
But even with the big question mark at quarterback, you guys still have so many things to guard against. You have 2 wide receiver number 1s, a really, really big one, Mike Evans. Then you got speedster Deshaun Jackson. You got their first-round pick, O.J. Howard from Alabama, tearing it up on the seams. They got
Cameron Brate.
Yep, Cameron Brate.
Nice.
They got He Likes to Go In.
Committee of backs.
Doug Martin.
Rodgers.
We got a lot to look for in that. You know, there's not one player. The thing that's so unique about the Buccaneers is that there's not one player that we're focusing in on. They have multiple players.
They have multiple playmakers.
Yes, multiple playmakers, and it could be any of them. So we'll never.
I really feel like the Bills haven't seen something like that yet on defense. Like, yeah, they've gone against playmakers, but it's only like, all right, well, we got to stop Julio Jones. We got to stop A.J. Green. But now you have to pick your poison. Am I going to safety help with Deshaun, or am I going to let my 6-foot corner go up against 6'5" Mike Evans on jump balls, or what are we gonna do? Then I got O.J. Howard up the seam, so there's so much danger going into that Bucs offense. And then their defense is real stout too. They got McCoy, Kwame Alexander, Hargreaves in the secondary. Like, they are a stud team.
And this has been, they said down there in Tampa Bay, this is the year. They're going to go out there and get in the playoffs.
The whole HBO Hard Knocks, they've been talking. This is our year.
So we're playing a young, good, hungry team that wants it. Sounds like us. But hey, the D, no disrespect to Cincy. AJ Green beat us last week. So that's 1 star. We got a handful of stars here.
Mm-hmm.
So our D's been playing very well through the first 5 games. Here's your test. How are you going to bring it against a bunch of different options? I'm excited. I'm not nervous about Sunday. I'm excited because I want to see what the D's got against their offense.
I'm gonna tell you what. I have a total different feeling coming into this game against the Buccaneers as I did last week against the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a feeling that it's very likely that we should get a win out of this game. And as much talent as that side showcases, it all comes down to how our defense responds to them. And of course, it depends on how the offense can click on our part, and especially hopefully LaShawn McCoy gets it going. We'll see who we got at wide receiver come Sunday because we're not quite sure what's up with Jordan Matthews, but we're in for quite the test.
My brother told me about receiver options. Who's our receiver that's on the practice squad right now? He had a really good preseason.
You want me to name him?
Yeah, do you know him?
Brandon Riley.
Riley, yes, Brandon
That's
Riley.
my guy.
There were, oh, you're going to love this. And the flights were delayed the last couple days to here. Weather was bad. It's been raining. So Brandon Riley is taking an Uber from Nebraska to Buffalo.
Really? Wow.
That's the last I heard.
That's
I don't know
quite
if
a
you
ride.
knew yet. I don't know
Uber
if
from
it's
Nebraska
to Buffalo.
That would be tips
That's
that's
quite a
working
ride,
well.
guys.
I said that too.
Terrible. It is terrible.
I don't know about me, but I don't know.
But Brandon
I don't know
Riley,
how much I'd be taking that ride.
Brandon Riley had a good preseason, so all right, fine. But you know, we didn't make a move at receiver as we complained a lot about last week. And you know what? Hey, I don't care. Matavius Bryant, my man, did
He's
say
not
Hey,
leaving.
he's playing his hand, but
He tweeted out after the
What's
game,
up?
"I'm happy to be in Pittsburgh," and you could be Martavis, be as salty as you want, dude. Quit
Juju-
smoking weed,
he said Juju's taking his receptions. I read that.
and he is.
He is.
King
Listen.
gets open.
listen,
You got phased out of the offense. You haven't been here in 2 years.
he's-
Sorry.
he's more than welcome to come on down to Buffalo because I was just actually reading about that today. But I'm gonna say, unfortunately, the official Steelers account already tweeted out that there are no negotiations due with Martavis Bryant.
No, absolutely not. We're not. There's no way. We're it's Super Bowl or bust. Ben's year to year. You guys have heard it all camp long. Ben's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to play next year. I'm just committed to this year. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
There's no way we're getting rid of a weapon like Martavis Bryant. The only thing we're actually going to do is figure out a way to get him touches, AB touches, Le'Veon touches, Juju touches. We have so many people.
Jesse James.
Quit worrying about stats and worry about W's.
Yeah, and if they did that a little
Can't
more,
stay
I can't say that anymore.
team guy, be the team
Be
guy.
a team guy.
But hey, we do have 2 first round picks. My point is on that we have 2 second round picks too. Give him a second for Martavis Bryant. I don't got a problem with that. I think that'd be a fair trade.
Mhm.
Probably not going to happen, but that's why we play fantasy in this room. Why not?
Never know.
We're going to talk about the injuries though, which look great. Everything we prayed for over the week, thank God, it looks like it's coming true. Jordan Matthews is probable for Sunday. Leonard Johnson's probable. Cordy Glenn's probable. EJ Gaines is probable. Raymond Humber is probable. McCoy's probable. EJ Gaines is probable. Charles Clay is our only daunting injury. It looks like 4 to 6. Torn meniscus, partially torn MCL. So, I mean, but Chuck said he's not getting surgery. So, Chuck Clay, my man,
I'm gonna say
is
that
try to come
stinks,
back
though.
again. It sucks.
It's his
So
most
Larry,
daunting
step up.
injury.
He's been playing well. We've been
O'Leary,
praising
step
O'Leary
up.
a lot.
Let's hope you get Florida State, O'Leary.
Yeah. You're an O'Leary fan, Josh?
Oh, geez, yeah, I love that guy, dude. I love the whole. Everyone should know this already, but I love the whole fact of the no glove part. It's such a
Old school.
classic
Yeah.
old school move to make by a tight end because now you know. I'm not hating on the guys that are in the NFL now, but everyone's got to have style now. You got to have a persona. You know, you got to have decked out gloves, customized cleats. You know, this guy, he's ready to pound that rock, man. He wants to get in the game and catch those balls.
We've been talking about Nick for 2 years. When's he going to get a shot? Why can't we give him the ball more? He was an amazing receiving threat at Florida State. Here's your chance.
He's got
6 weeks to start.
Take advantage of
So
it,
Go
kid.
get it.
He's got a champion run in his blood. If you guys don't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's
The
a great
golden
fella.
bear, cub. I'm not golf.
Huh?
I
I'm not a big golf guy, but
so I can't.
Jack Nicholson.
Yes. But it's looking good for the week. I can't complain. Injuries, everything we wanted is turning out. And hey, if Jordan Matthews is back and playing pretty well, that substitutes Charles Clay. Because we had no target after Charles went down in Cincinnati. And if we can get Jordan in there, okay, then we do have one thing they have to account for. Mm-hmm. Whether you want to say Jordan's good or not, you can't ignore him, and you can't really leave him in one-on-one open. If he gets a step, he will get open.
Yeah.
So thank God we have somebody. I saw Zay Jones run some good routes. Pray to God one of these weeks he kicks. But until then, we're going to hope for the best, and somebody's got to step up. Injuries will happen, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I think one thing out of what we can get out of the team that I would love to change is, I don't hate Mike Tolbert, but I think this is one thing that the team might has been avoiding, but the fans have not been avoiding. Is I don't like that whole idea that they have with Mike Tolbert coming in on third downs. They're 7 yards away, and you're trying to run with an old vet who's in the backfield.
Oh my God, I know. Why not keep Shaden in there down? He's a receiving back. You can at least, if Tolbert's in, he's not coming out of the backfield. Well, he might, but it's unlikely. At least Shady's a more credible threat.
He gets 2 yards out of the backfield.
He's been pass blocking a lot, which is good, because I don't want Shady pass blocking.
And I love that for his size.
But if it's past 3rd and 5, he ain't running.
No.
Right.
So
absolutely.
And each of his rushes average from 2 to 4 yards, and that's the part that
that's his job. We need that.
We need that when it's that short.
Yeah, up the middle.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is we need it when it's that short. But right now, I don't really have that whole vibe of we don't have a running back that's securely backed up to LaShawn McCoy. In my opinion,
we still don't have a real backup.
Who was you guys cut him in preseason? The running back.
Oh, Jonathan Williams.
Yeah.
John's good. John was alright. He was playing good, but I see what they're doing. Tywan Jones, 3rd. He's special team.
Tywan Jones, the old Raiders running back, cornerback.
Yeah.
He's whatever.
He's our special teamer. That's why he's got a roster spot, and he returns. Tolbert's our short yardage. Shady's everything else. So it makes sense, but yeah, we still don't have that running back. It's weird.
We don't have
Shady goes down.
Listen.
Shady goes down.
Here comes the running backs. Because I don't want to hear that Tolbert's sticking in there if Shady ever happens to go down. And I hope you guys out there don't think that either, because we need another running back.
Yeah, we'll be in big trouble if Shady went down. Good Lord. But let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's talk about the weekend. We're going to run through the games quickly for you. Thursday Night Football, the Eagles beat the Panthers 28-23, a 4-1, 4-1 battle. Close game. Cam Newton couldn't pull it out at the end. Anyone surprised by either team's early success?
Eagles are real.
Legit.
Panthers are real.
That could be the NFC.
The Eagles are hot. The Eagles are absolutely hot. And with Zeke's whole thing going on, they're probably going to run away with that division. Washington, not credible. Giants.
Who are the Giants?
Stop.
Giants can't beat Alabama right now.
Not without Elsa now.
Yeah, no. Bears. We're up 17-7. Ravens came back, tied at 24, took it to OT. I'm like, the Ravens cannot win this game. We're playing for wildcard purposes. Bears pulled out in overtime, thank God. Mitch Trubisky's first NFL win. What do you think?
Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it. God, you guys were going to beat us. You guys had to beat the Ravens. Yep. Joe Flacco, you are hot garbage.
Terrible.
I'm going to have to side with this guy.
I mean, your supporting cast is trash, but you're terrible. You look awful.
Maybe it's the problem in Baltimore. They can't run the ball.
Oh, well, I think personally, Harbaugh over there is getting a little outdated. His whole system, and I think Ozzy's gonna.
Time to upgrade, man. That's all I could say.
It's hard to think about.
He hasn't been winning lately. His last 2 years, they're on the decline.
Yep.
I mean, he's been there for a long time. I don't know if Ozzy's going to let him go or he's going to keep him around just for legacy purposes.
Let me say one thing on this game, and that's it. Ravens ain't the Ravens of the past.
No. That Super Bowl talent is not there.
Ray Lewis left, and they declined.
Ed Reed.
Declined.
T-Sizzle ain't the same.
Receivers.
Suggs ain't the same.
They've lacked receivers.
The Vikings end the Packers season pretty much and take away the division within like 30 seconds like that. Is that fair to say?
I mean, that division's awful too.
Yeah, but the Vikings are good.
I mean,
they're good. They just
they're
don't
good,
quarterback, you know.
Case
Keenum's
Keenum.
playing
I
fine.
think they're good just enough
yeah,
for
he
their
plays
fans to
fine.
brag
So
about
what?
it.
They're going to get to the first round of the wild card and get
Teddy
snapped?
Bridgewater's back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sam Bradford might be back.
That's the only... Bradford's out.
You know what?
He's made of glass.
Yeah.
If Bridgewater comes back, plays, God knows if he's going to be up to football speed, though.
No one
Are you
knows
going to be able to step in and play? That's going to be the biggest test for Bridgewater. Then we'll see. Otherwise, in that division, who else you got? The Bears. They're not winning with
Lions.
too. Oh, yeah, the Lions. Actually,
Well,
the Lions are...
They're
I
good,
think the Lions
but
take
we
the
still
division. They're up and down
don't-
every
yeah.
week.
It's a division full of non-competitors.
Packers are done. I heard rumors of Romo today.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
So, I mean...
Oh no.
I see lots of Twitter pictures of
Heaven
Kaepernick back to
forbid
the...
Kaepernick.
I saw all the Twitter pictures of him in his Favre jersey,
Oh.
sending them there. So maybe you can
I
cancel
think
that
that's too much
grievance
of
against the league.
I'm gonna be honest with you, not to get
He
into
could.
politics, but I think that Green Bay is a little bit too much of a blue-collar city to add someone like Colin Kaepernick.
So let's not get into politics because we don't talk politics on this show. Saints pound the Lions 52-38. Matt Stafford threw 2 interceptions, I believe. I don't know what happened. They just...
The Saints defense is back, giving up 30 points a game. I mean, granted, they do got the 2 picks, but Drew Brees, dang. 52.
He's back. He played well.
Say, Breeze is gonna play till he's 45, man, and nothing's gonna ever change
Oh,
about
nothing's
it.
slowing down Drew Brees.
Saints took a 45-10 lead. Lions cut to 45-38. And then Stafford threw a pick 6. Tipped in the air to the lineman. What a stupid way to lose that game. Redskins hold on 26-24, but the big story of the game was, wow, I can't think of his name, blacking out. The rookie quarterback that the...
C.J. Beathard from Iowa.
Beathard, thank you, Iowa. I was going to say Iowa next, but yeah, played well, and they've been not happy with Hoyer. So maybe a little bit of reassurance.
Who's been happy with Hoyer? That's why he's a journeyman quarterback.
True.
He's been on how many teams? 8?
4.
I've seen that guy cycle
6.
as much as my washer does.
Nah, get it, gosh. The Atlanta Falcons blow a 17-0 lead, and the Dolphins win 20-17. By the tone of my voice, you can feel how happy I'm about that game.
Oh, man, the Falcons blew another big lead. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Shocked.
Typical.
They're playing like hot garbage this year as well.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. I don't know how that happened, but the Dolphins are starting to click a little.
Matty
It's
Ice
not
is
good for us.
Matty Ice is
No.
not looking so hot this season.
No.
I think it's the whole switch with Sarkisian as the offensive coordinator. To be honest, like
It's gonna take some time. Then that's a transition.
at least over in Niners land, they're scoring points. They're
They're scoring
competitively
points,
tanking
yeah.
over there.
Yep.
They're losing. They're doing it in fashion.
Kyle will flip it eventually.
Oh yeah.
And they've lost. The Niners set a record, and I hate to go back to the Niners, but this is a big record. They're the first team in NFL history to lose their first 5 games within 3 points every game. They've lost by either 2 or 3 points.
Competitively tanking.
That hurts so bad. You could be 5-0. They could be 5-0. That close. Bummer for the Niners. Texans win 33-17 over the Browns. Texans are flipping it. That D has lost the best defensive play in the league, arguably, but they're still been kicking ass on defense.
Oh, absolutely. And it's funny because I'm just sitting there looking at like the Texans roster, and you got on offense, you got Deshaun, who's everybody saying he won't be able to play in the league, he won't be that good, blah blah blah, bullcrap. Comes in the league, first 2 games, Third game, he comes in looking like Deshaun Watson out of the national championship team.
Yeah.
He's got Hopkins.
Phenomenal.
Pretty sure he's from Clemson.
Yep.
Yes,
Then
he
you
is.
got Will Fuller. He's speedy wide
Notre
out.
Dame.
Braxton, speedy wide out. Then you got Fedorowicz in the slot, and then
Lamar Miller's playing.
Lamar Miller. Then you got Donta Foreman from Texas. They're basically just spreading everybody out, just letting him launch deep balls to these kids.
What about Will?
Forget about the launching. Hold on, real quick.
And then they got the
Forget about the
nasty defense. They're looking literally like an NFL.
He's got the
version of
legs.
Oh yeah, he's got legs. It literally looks like an NFL version of Clemson. Their offense is looking more and more spread every week.
That's what
And
happens.
then they just come out and play nasty defense.
You got to adjust to your guy who's going to be the head of the franchise.
Absolutely, and that's how it should be.
Texans finally got their quarterback and are looking to run.
Bill O'Brien, your offense is finally not constipated anymore. Congratulations.
The Patriots beat the Dolphins 24-17 in a game that I'm sure a lot of people in Western New York watched. I did. Jets played well and played
They were up
competitive.
14-0.
Yep. And then they just couldn't.
And then Luke McCown threw it all away.
I took a shower and everything changed.
Did you guys see the alleged fumble, Austin's Fair?
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Garbage.
go into that. What do you think? I don't know what
I hate that rule.
If the ball's in your hands, and it did come free for a sec, but that technically should still be possession.
Once it's crossed the plane, it's a
touchdown.
touchdown.
That's how I look
You
at
want
it.
to know something? I think he knocked the pylon down. That's a touchdown.
Yep. The ball was over the line. That should have been a touchdown.
I think that's exactly what.
And then it comes out and rolls out of bounds, and all of a sudden it's a touchback, and their ball, crap, right there.
Change the game.
And I think it's one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
I agree. Change the game.
The referees. It's to the point where the referees control the game now, and it's so ridiculous to the point where it makes me so fed up with.
I mean, if he held on to the ball, they could have made that call, but it's just like a Calvin Johnson rule.
Cardinals beat the Bucks 38-33. There's two initials I want here. Say them, gentlemen.
AD, all day Adrian Peterson.
Yep.
Tote that rock, boy. I told you when he went to Saints, I think I said it on the first show.
Yes,
Why
you
did he go there?
Mm-hmm.
You won't touch the ball. Finally, they pull the trigger. They trade him. AP gets, 26 touches? He goes off for, about 30?
I believe.
2 touchdowns? And I read an article today saying his kid was asking him because he plays flag football. Hey, Dad, how many touchdowns do you got? He goes, I don't got any. His son has 6. So that was his motivation going in. He's got to catch his son. I said, well, there's 2. That's a start.
Rams beat the Jags 27-17. Rams are for real, Joe?
Rams are for real. That offense is, it's changing.
Josh, how about Sammy Watkins bitching about his playing time?
Yeah, I think that's
cares?
That's just such a typical move by him. I think that they might seem like a contender right now, but let's wait until the last half of the season. They're gonna be stepping their way back down to reality.
True. Chargers beat the Raiders 17-16. Should Derek Carr stay in if he's playing subpar with the injury?
Yeah. Were they gonna put an EJ Manuel?
Yeah, but he's hurting clearly after yesterday. Marshawn Lynch isn't
Well, let's see,
playing
there's
well.
Marshawn Lynch isn't playing well. They should have kept Latavius Murray, I think, instead of cashing it all on Marshawn, some guy who's been retired for a year out of the game.
I mean, no one's really out on the market for him right now, so I think they either gotta go do or die, pretty much that type of.
I like
theory.
their backup, who's behind Marshawn, the younger kid. I can't think of his name right now, but I know he can run.
I should know.
Steelers beat the 5-0 Chiefs, and the 72 Dolphins can pop another bottle because the streak remains. Steelers did what they had to do in Arrowhead, right? To win in Arrowhead. Good story. They beat the best team in the league in their home.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we beat them. Le'Veon Bell, thank you.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
Phillip Gaines, thanks for having zero hand-eye coordination. Your helmet came in great. AB, nice catch, buddy. Great touchdown. Thanks for winning us the game.
Now, we talked earlier in the year about the 2 wildcard spots, and it was looking Raiders, Broncos, and we got to get over one of them. That's kind of what we had the consensus on. How did the Broncos look without Trevor Siemian and losing last night 23-10 to the Giants?
Oh, Lord.
The Broncos could be
That's
done.
such an embarrassment.
The Broncos.
Oh, man.
Swag Kelly era in Denver, boys.
Man.
I've been saying it all
I don't know
along.
how.
Bring on Chad, baby.
I don't know what Paxton Lynch did after he came in, but he definitely didn't.
Paxton's injured.
Really?
Paxton's injured. He didn't play.
Chad came in?
No. But I'm pretty sure Paxton was listed on the injury report for that game.
I don't know who came in after then. I didn't want to turn it on because whatever. But who do we got tonight? Titans or Colts? Titans are home.
Titans. Better defense. Better offense also.
Yeah, Mariota's playing. So.
Is he playing? Mariota is playing?
Yeah, that's what I heard last.
So if Matt Castle is playing,
yeah, that'd be it.
Man,
I'm going to Titans.
we say all these names again, and they just make me sick thinking about
those coaches.
These guys are still sticking around the league, and it just makes me want to throw up.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
Titans with Mariota, absolutely all day.
A house of Titans. Hopefully the Colts don't win, though. You got to hear about it.
I want to start seeing my man Derrick Henry getting that rock, though.
Yeah. Well, Murray's getting up there. That must be the thought process, So we'll see, but
well, they did make a move to get DeMarco Murray big time, so
Yeah.
Talking about big time, Sunday afternoon, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming to Buffalo, as we all know. Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick had a 99.3 rating yesterday. Good Lord, I don't know how the Bucs are 2-3, but saying that right there, they're 2-3. That means they got to come in here and win. They can't go 2-4. You have two teams here who need to win. We're gonna have a hard game on Sunday. What do you guys think is gonna happen Sunday?
Well, they ain't coming in. They ain't coming in here just to play lazy, man. They're coming in here to fight, and the Bills need to realize that, and they need to take advantage of that home field advantage because the Buccaneers are coming in shooting, man. And all we need to do is we need to shoot that ship down and let them know who we are and let them know that we are the Buffalo Bills with one of the best defenses in the league.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Here's a terrifying stat. 4 of their receivers already have 200 yards receiving this year. You have 4 1,000-yard receivers at this pace. Mike Evans has 371, Humphries 258, Brake 281, Deshaun Jackson 287. I'm going to give you the X factor for Sunday, Leonard Johnson. Because Leonard Johnson's played well. And we missed him on Sunday in the slot. And to have him coming in and taking on Humphries, that's going to be the matchup of the day, is how's Humphries in the slot against our nickel Johnson. And Leonard Johnson's been playing great. I've been very happy. But
he's going to have to take him away.
D versus O.
Mm-hmm.
That's this game.
Defense needs to be
because the safeties are going to be floating over Jackson.
Yep.
And Evans. So somebody's who's ending up guarding Brate and Howard. You better hope they don't come out in 22 personnel and start running it at you guys. And then with that play action with 2 tight ends out there, it might be a problem.
Let's just say this right now. We should definitely be focusing on the passing game because right now the Buccaneers are second in passing yards per game around the NFL.
Yeah, man. 30th in rush. That's good to know then. So they're one-dimensional. So you know what? We can leave 5, 6 in the box because they can't run on our front 4 anyway.
I ain't too worried about their running backs too much. We could swallow Doug Martin up. Mm-hmm. And we could swallow
Rodgers.
Yeah, the other
ain't nothing.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about that. Those are those speedy, quick running backs that, yes, if they cut up the hole, then they're gone, but they're very one-dimensional. So we just we gotta focus on the wide receivers and the tight ends because they got the best of both worlds right now.
It's going to be a tough game. If we lose, I'd look at it like, all right, we lost to a good team. That's probably going to playoffs still in my eyes.
Mm.
I think we're going to lose on Sunday. I hate to say that,
man.
But I say we lose 27-24 at home.
You got me there. I was going to say we're sinking their ship, dude.
Cool. What's your prediction?
I think we're going to beat them. It's going to come close, and it's going to be set 21-17.
Okay. Okay. Go with your gut.
27-21 Tampa over the Bills.
The Bucs.
Mike Evans has 2 touchdowns.
The Bucs are good. I don't know why they're 2-3, but the Bucs are good.
I would say we're gonna have to double team Mike Evans more than ever because he's the tallest.
Mm.
But then that leaves us.
You guys are gonna have to play the ball instead of the receiver.
We're gonna have to worry about a lot of that because those are just
on Deshaun,
straight up. Those are 2 good wide receivers, and I'm gonna be real big on Deshaun Jackson because he's starting in my fantasy lineup. And I've had him for the past 5 years in fantasy football, so he's just a guy that never goes away in my opinion. And sadly, I'm gonna have to start him against my own team.
And they beat the Bears on opening day 29-7. lost to the Vikings, beat the Giants. So 2 of their wins were against 2 of the worst teams in the league.
Mm.
But they played New England great and should have won that game.
Yeah.
And they played Arizona well yesterday. But AP tore them up. And Minnesota beat them up. So it's kind of Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know what team we're going to get. The D's been playing well, but the D's been not holding too well either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a crapshoot. I'm excited for Sunday.
Their secondary is really weak.
Crapshoots. Well, that's good.
They got Hargraves, and then from there down, it's kind of up in the air. But their front seven's pretty solid. And then I don't know who you guys are gonna throw to.
Jordan.
But that'll be the matchup. Who emerges from you guys' wide receiving core versus their secondary?
Zay's been getting more open every week, but it's this thing that you do with your hands, and catch them.
Give us some of that little giant super glue.
Yeah, stick them. I had a conversation with my father Sunday. Said gloves are basically stick them now. That's how these guys are doing this with their just catching anything and everything. It's like stick them. Nothing stops. These gloves stop everything. So it really doesn't matter if you're wearing gloves today. These gloves, there's no excuse. I don't care.
There's absolutely no excuse. Me personally, I've
if you can catch this, fall backwards.
We all have probably felt grip on wide receiver gloves before.
And can you imagine
It's
their
insane.
gloves?
It's insane.
That has to be the best surface.
It's insane.
Sorry, I don't want to hear it. Well, that's the end of the show from the Red Room Studios. Thank you for listening to us today. Make sure to follow Queen City Sports Network on Facebook and Twitter for more information about the show. To look at our other shows, Swords for the Men's about the Buffalo Sabres, as Josh can attest to. And the wrestling show, Headlocks, Hand Grenades, is coming up soon as well. From all of us here at the network, thank you. I'm your host, Sean Joyce.
I'm your favorite Objective Steelers fan.
I'm the one and only co-host, Josh.
Good night, everybody.
See you now.
See you
Have a
later.
good one, guys.
Take a little breather.
Yeah.
We also gotta do hockey, and then you gotta do wrestling as well.
I'm hungry.
I definitely gotta take
Shoulder food.
I definitely gotta take a little breather because I don't think we want to.